Today I'm gonna talk again about Vanilda, and today I'm gonna talk about my water system. So this week is a open doors week. I open the doors of my home to you, and I show you everything about Vanilda. On yesterday's vlog, we start for the most expensive part of my conversion, all the electrical system. As I told you yesterday, I spent less than 1,000 euros building my home, and almost all of it went to my electrical system that I talked about on yesterday's vlog. If you missed, the link is below. Today I'm gonna talk about the second most expensive thing, that is my water system. So I'm gonna show you how do I shower, how do I get water, how many liters do I have, all the system, the clean waters, grey waters, everything. One thing that I learned traveling around, and I'm doing this for more than 13 years, is that I didn't want to be stuck with something if I change my mind. So I search for all the possibilities, and one possibility that always been in my mind, and I'm glad it was the possibility of traveling to another continent. When I searched for the price of shipment, I saw how expensive can be to take one van from one place to the other, and the cheapest way is always to rent a container. So from the beginning I needed to buy a van that could fit inside a 20 feet container, and this one does. But then of course I wanted to have room inside, and the van that fits in the container is not a very big one. So I remember to put outside the things I could put outside, and water was one of those things. So my water tank is on my roof, and here I have my water tank. Has 70 liters. I have a 70 liters water tank. It cost me 100 euros, and it was very difficult to find a water tank the way I wanted, because I don't have any kind of pump. I don't spend electricity to have water, so I wanted a water tank that I could fill from the top, but with a way down on the bottom, so I could bring water inside the van. And at the same time, I wanted a water tank that I could use for shower. And so my water tank is on the roof. There's this way down that goes to my tap water that I don't use to drink. To drink I use these bottles that I just buy. I spend a water tank in 4 to 6 weeks, so it's more than a month. It's perfect to me. Where I feel it? Well, in most of European countries there's always places in gas stations where I can fill the tank. There's not a problem. Last time was here in Malta. Malta is more difficult to find those places, so I ask a friend. Every time I fill my tank, I have this that I use to treat the water, and with a small thing like that one, I can fill my water tank around 15 times, and the price of it is around 20 euros. and they say I can drink the water, so it's a good treatment. Even if I don't, I use the water to wash myself, to cook, to wash dishes and stuff like that. So then I have this small tank for the grey waters. It's not the one I had before. Got a leak in Sicily, so then I had this one and I changed this one. It has 15 liters. I need to change it every 10 days or so. So there's one thing I always need to keep an eye on it, like I do with my electricity, about the sun, how much I'm expending and all of that. With the water is the same. That's part of living in a van. Living in a van, you need to keep an eye on lots of different things, not just the van itself, the engine, the oil and all of that, but then the electricity, the water. How is my main tank? How is the small grey waters tank? And that's part of my daily life. For the sink and the tap and all the pipes, I spend around 50 euros. All the wood was for free. It was my bedroom closet that I use for building everything. All the wood I have inside came from my furniture that I had already, so I didn't spend much with it. And then the shower. The shower I have two different ways. I have this electrical pump that was very cheap, only for 15 euros, that I can put inside the water tank and then I take a shower. It's what I use most of the time. In the summer, I also have 20-liter solar bags. I have two that I can fill with water and leave in the sun, and they're warm, then I'll take a shower. But this electrical one is much better, and the water, like a day like today, it is not a summer day, with the sun heating the tank, the temperature of the water will be around 25 to 30 degrees, so it's not perfect, but it's enough for a shower. So most of the days it's not a big deal to take a shower. It is a bit too cold, but it was okay. In the winter, in Europe there are truck stations pretty much everywhere when I can take a shower for 2 euros or something around that. And there's always friends. The point of living this way is about people and meeting people and building friendships. And most of the people I meet, they are always very nice to me about laundry and shower. They are always inviting me to do that, to take a shower, to go to laundry. And laundry, I need to do it again. So these solar bags were very cheap. I paid 10 euros for both of them, even a little bit less. Only use it a few times in the summer. One thing that people ask me all the time, and I think is a little bit inside the water subject, is about laundry. How do I do it? So there are self-service laundries everywhere. But to be honest, I never spent a cent with it. Always made friendships in the places I stop, and people always ask me about it. Living in a van means that I have place to have lots of, especially underwear, and I do for more than a month, and then always find someone who invites me to do laundry. Even if now I need to do it, and I think this time I'll need to find a self-service place to go. But still, in 8 months I never spent a cent with laundry. My system, I'm happy with it, works very well. Can be a little bit a problem in the winter, but then I didn't build the van to live in cold places. The point, I like this. you know, sun on my face by the sea, and I like summer. And one of the things that I wanted when I started living here was be able to follow the summer. So when I built my van, I wasn't thinking very much about the winter because I had no plans of staying in cold places. Even if now I think a little bit in a different way. Not that I want to go to cold places, that nothing changed about it, but I want to be ready for it. So maybe I'll change my water system next time I stop and I do some changements, as I told you yesterday. Even if everything works well and I don't need to change anything, I'm happy with it. It's very practical, very simple, and so with all my water systems I spend around 150 euros, more 750 from the electrical that I told you yesterday. We are around 900 now, and in tomorrow's vlog I'm gonna show you all the setup that I didn't show yet, and is there where I spend the other 100 euros to do all my van conversion for less than 1,000 euros.